What if there was one simple rule that told you exactly what to do with every dollar you earn? No complicated spreadsheets, no finance degree, no guesswork at the end of every month. There is. It is called the 50-30-20 rule, and by the end of this video, you will know how to apply it to any paycheck at any income level starting today. And more importantly, you will understand why most people who feel financially stuck have never once applied it to their actual life. Welcome to Sense and Sense, where we make money simple so you can actually do something about it. I am going to be direct with you. Budgeting has a serious reputation problem. Most people hear the word budget and immediately picture restriction, sacrifice, complicated spreadsheets, and a version of themselves that never eats out or buys anything fun. That is not what this is. A budget is not a punishment. It is a plan. And the 50-30-20 rule is the simplest, most effective financial plan that most people will ever need. It works whether you earn $500 a month or $5,000 a month. The math scales perfectly. Let us break it down completely, step by step. The 50-30-20 rule is a personal budgeting framework that divides your after-tax income into three simple categories. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. That is it. Three buckets. Every dollar has a home the moment it lands in your account. The rule was made widely popular by Senator Elizabeth Warren and has since become one of the most recommended starting points in personal finance, precisely because it is simple enough to actually use. Most budgeting systems fail, not because they are wrong, but because they are too complex to stick to for more than a few weeks. The 50-30-20 rule survives long-term because anyone can remember three numbers, apply them to any income, and immediately know whether they are on track or off track with a single glance at their bank statement. Simplicity is its greatest strength. The first bucket, 50% CPAST, covers your needs. These are the expenses you genuinely cannot live without. Rent or mortgage payments, groceries and food to survive, utility bills, electricity, water, heating, transportation to and from work, a basic phone and internet connection, health insurance, or essential medical costs. If losing it tomorrow would put you in genuine difficulty, it is a need. Half of everything you take home after tax lives in this bucket. Now here is the important check that most people skip. If your needs are consuming more than 50% of your income, that is a signal worth taking seriously. It could mean your rent is too high relative to your earnings. It could mean you have quietly reclassified wants as needs. Subscription services, premium upgrades, convenience spending that feels essential but is not really. The discipline of the needs bucket is in being completely honest about what actually belongs in it. Needs are survival and stability. Everything enjoyable and aspirational belongs in the next two buckets. The second bucket, 30%, covers your wants. These are the things that make life enjoyable, meaningful, and genuinely worth working for, but that you could survive without if the situation demanded it. Eating out at restaurants, streaming services, new clothes that are not replacing something worn out, gym memberships, holidays and travel, hobbies, entertainment, gifts for people you care about, nights out with friends. This bucket is not your enemy. It is actually the reason most budgeting attempts either succeed or completely collapse. When a budget gives you absolutely zero space to enjoy your money, it lasts about 2 weeks before you abandon it out of frustration and go back to spending without any structure at all. The 30% wants bucket is what makes this system livable and sustainable over the long term. You are not cutting everything. You are not depriving yourself of every pleasure. You are giving your enjoyment a clearly defined lane so it does not quietly overflow into your savings without you noticing. 30% of your income belongs to you to spend on living your actual life. Spend every cent of it completely guilt-free because it is already accounted for in the plan. The third bucket, 20%, is the one that changes your financial future. This is where real wealth is built, 1 month at a time. Every single month, 20% of your after-tax income goes toward one of three things in a specific order of priority. First, your emergency fund. If you do not have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved as a financial cushion, this is your absolute first focus. An emergency fund is what prevents a broken car or an unexpected medical bill from becoming high-interest credit card debt. Second, once that emergency cushion exists, direct this bucket aggressively toward clearing any high-interest debt. Credit cards, personal loans, payday advances, anything charging more than 10% annual interest. Every dollar you pay off a 20% interest debt is a guaranteed 20% return. Nothing in the stock market can reliably match that. Third, once high-interest debt is cleared, this 20% becomes your investment fund permanently. Pension contributions, low-cost index funds, a high-yield savings account. Even on a take-home salary of $1,000 a month, 20% is $200. $200 invested every single month from age 25 with an average annual return of 7% could grow to well over $300,000 by the time you reach retirement age. The 20% bucket is not the one that rewards you this month. It is the one that takes care of you for the rest of your life. Let us apply this to a real number so it becomes completely concrete. Say your monthly take-home pay after all taxes is $2,500. 50%, $1,250, covers rent, groceries, transportation, utilities, and your phone bill. 30%, $750, and is yours to spend freely on eating out, entertainment, shopping, travel, or anything that adds genuine enjoyment to your month. 20%, $500, is automatically transferred to your savings account or used to pay down debt the moment your paycheck arrives, before anything else is touched. Simple, clear. Every dollar has a destination. There is no confusion at the end of the month, no wondering where it all went, no guilt about the money you enjoyed because that 30% was always yours. What if your needs are already consuming 60 or even 70% of your income? This is a genuine reality for many people, especially those living in expensive cities, on lower incomes, or supporting a family. Here is the honest answer. You do not abandon the framework. You adjust the percentages as a temporary starting point. Maybe right now, yours looks like 60-20-20 or even 70-15-15. That is fine. The 50-30-20 rule is a target to move toward, not a perfection standard to hit immediately. Each month, look for one small way to nudge your needs percentage down. A cheaper phone plan, canceling one subscription, cooking at home 2 extra nights a week. Progress toward the framework matters far more than achieving it perfectly from day one. Let us bring it all together. The 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your after-tax income covers the needs you cannot live without. 30% covers the wants that make your life enjoyable and sustainable. 20% goes to savings, debt repayment, and investing, the bucket that builds the financial future you actually want. Take your most recent paycheck. Run these 3 numbers right now. See which bucket is overflowing and which one has been empty for months. That is your starting point. That is where the work begins. If this video helped your money make more sense, subscribe to Sense and Sense. We release a new money video every Tuesday and Friday. Drop a comment below and tell me what percentage of your income goes to needs right now. Be honest. I read every single response.